Welcome all the students to this video lecture on the topic recent trends in banking and technology. First of all, I welcome all the students of bank management and the students from a regular BCom, that is general BCom, who opt for the optional subject of advanced banking. This paper of recent trends in banking and technology is a compulsory paper for the students of bank management who are studying in their third year. This is the optional paper for the students of third year who are studying in general BCom classes. They can opt for this optional subject under the title Advanced Banking. For both the classes, for the class of bank management as well as for the class of general BCom, the students who have opted for the advanced banking optional subject, this is the common paper. The title of the paper is Recent Trends in Banking and Technology. This is the paper which is introduced from June 2021. Means this is your first batch who are going to study these revised syllabus for the paper Recent Trends in Banking and Technology. In the last year, in earlier year degree program, the title of the paper was same, that is Recent Trends in Banking and Technology. But since June 2021, means from the academic year 21-22, the syllabus for the paper Recent Trends in Banking and Technology is changed. Near about 75 to 80% of the syllabus is changed this year in comparison to the syllabus of earlier classes. So, it is not possible to use students to follow the notes of earlier students because we changed 75 to 80% of the syllabus. In this particular lecture, I am going to give a brief outline of the syllabus for the paper Recent Trends in Banking and Technology. So let us start our discussion on the syllabus of Recent Trends in Banking and Technology. In today's lecture, I will give a brief outline of Unit 1 and Unit 2. In the next another lecture, I will give brief outline for the Unit 3 and Unit 4. So let us start our discussion on the outline of syllabus. The very first unit of our syllabus entitled Introduction to Technology in Banking Sector. In this unit, we will study about the technology in banking sector. What type of technology is being used in banking sector, the background of being used this technology or information technology in banking sector. It means the starting of computerization in the banking sector and adoption of information technology in the banking sector. The background of these all things we will discuss in this particular unit, in this particular topic. The very first content of this unit is about nature and scope of applications of information technology in banking sector. It is about the application of information technology in banking sector. In earlier day, the bank used to perform some manual duties and they used to keep some manual record of the banking transactions. But since 1991, particularly since 1990s, the bank started the process of computerization in their bank branches. They adopted the technology for the ease of the services, for providing variety of services to the customers. The banking sector adopted the information and communication technology. So application of information communication technology in the banking sector nowadays we can see internet banking, mobile banking, use of ATMs, debit cards, credit cards. We are nowadays doing the payments with the help of Bhim app, UPI applications. Various platforms are available in our mobile. So this is what we are availing the banking services through information technology. 24 into 7 we are availing the banking services. At any place we can perform our transactions. So all is possible. Why? Because of this information technology. So how bank adopted this information technology? How the banking sector adopted this information technology, that we will study in our first point of the first unit. And the second content of the unit is IDRBT. The full form of IDRBT is Institute for Development and Research in Banking Technology. It is an institute of higher learning in banking technology which is established with an objective, with an intention to meet the technological requirement in Indian banking system. So in order to enhance the technology base for the banking sector, this institution was established. So that IDRBT in detail we will study the objectives and the role of IDRBT in technological enhancement of the banking sector in India. Then the second point is about computer networking, that is LAN, WAN, MAN, local area network, wide area network, and metropolitan area network. How the computers are get connected with each other in local area, in wide area, and in metropolitan area. What is the concept of computer networking? How various computers in a particular place is connected, with which mechanism the computers are get connected at a particular place, that we will study. The concepts related to the networking, that we will study in this second point. Then we will come to our third point. The third point is about network topologies for banks. Mesh, star, trees, bus, rings, etc. These are the types of network topology which we will study in our first unit. The network topology is nothing but an arrangement of links of communication networks. This network topology, topic of network topology is also related with the computer networking. It is a structure of networks. How all components of the computer, how all components of the various computers are connected or interconnected with each other. That is what the network topologies, concept of network topologies is. And these are the types of the network topologies. How the various systems are get connected with each other. Which methodology is used to connect all the systems with each other, or to maintain the interconnectivity between the different systems, that we will study in this network topologies for banks. And the fourth point is about nature and steps of implementation of core banking solutions. Core banking solutions means all the banking network is get connected with each other. There is a connectivity, or the networking system exists in all the bank branches. One bank is connected with other bank. one branch is connected with other branch. This all connectivity is maintained through this core banking solution or core banking system. Core banking is the connectivity or the network connectivity of all bank branches in our country. So, what is the concept of core banking and what are the steps? What is the nature of the implementation of core banking solution in India? That we will discuss in this fourth content of our first unit. So, in this way, in the very first unit, we will discuss about the technology in the banking sector, how we adopted this technology and what are the ways through which we implementing this technology in the banking sector. That we will discuss in our very first unit. Now we will see the second unit. The second unit entitled Information Security and Disaster Recovery Plan. In this particular unit, we will learn about the security of the banking sector. Nowadays, the banking is providing its services through information technology, through the use of information technology. And in this era of information technology, what are the ways through which we can maintain the security for this particular information? And what are the disaster recovery plan for maintaining the security of this information system? That we will be learning in our second unit. The first content of the second unit is about major problems related to IT security in Indian bankings. Nowadays, we are having various types of threats which are related. The threats are there while using the information technology. While using the internet banking, mobile banking, there is a threat of the threat is about the stoling of our important data. So, what are the major problems? What are the major problems which are related with the information technology security, particularly in Indian banks? Nowadays, we listen the various types of viruses which attack over the system. There are various types of viruses. Someone steals the data from the system. So these are the problems and challenges in front of the banking sector while using the information technology for its services. So in this particular content, we will study what are the major problems which are related with the information technology security. The second point is related with information security policy. Key components. The information security policy is a set of rules that guide individuals who work with information technology assets. These are some rules that guide a particular individual who works with the information technology. Then in the third point, we will discuss about information security and system audit. This information security and system audit, it examines and it check how the information system we are using is secure and what precautions should be maintained, what precautions should be taken in order to use the safe information technology system. How secure a site really is, how secure the system really is, it is checked with the help of this information security and system audit. The audit is the process which checks the authenticity of the system. So this is the point which we will discuss in this IS audit. And the fourth point of the syllabus is about business continuity and disaster recovery for bank. Business continuity and disaster recovery plan for bank is a system or it is a plan through which we can make some corrections in the mistakes of information technology system. It is a plan for the recovery of the happenings, recovery of the system, that we will discuss in this fourth point of our syllabus. So, in this way, these are the two units of our syllabus. In this particular lecture, I will stop here, and in the next lecture, I will continue our next third and fourth unit of our syllabus. Thank you very much.